Today, it's time to get schooled. And speaking of today, did you know that on this day, May 13th, 1989, large groups of students began an occupation of Tiananmen Square? Through the 1980s, China had experienced a period of transformational growth. Many Chinese found this new wealth. A middle class emerged. A new bourgeois liberalism began to gain confidence. Young people began to call out for new rights and new freedoms. Governing officials understood the danger. They would need to suppress these young voices. One such political reformer was Hu Yaobang. When he suddenly was found dead, young people found their martyr. They began to flood Tiananmen Square to voice their demand for democratic reforms. A hunger strike was called, just prior to a scheduled visit by Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. An estimated 300,000 young people found their way to Tiananmen Square. In the weeks to come, communist leaders ordered the square to be cleared. Military force, including the use of tanks, was able to clear the square, but not after thousands were injured. No clear death count made, but certainly in the hundreds. The courage shown by those groups of Chinese young people still inspire. What seems to be the powerful lesson of this little tale is that there is great strength in numbers. No better time than the present to get the band back together. Our earliest ancestors, both hunters and gatherers, organized in bands. The indigenous to North America lived in tribes. Ancient Romans were among the first to introduce formal apprenticeships where one could find communal trade shops. Medieval Europe popularized both trade and social guilds. Through these professional working communities built around teams, new ideas can be disseminated, advantageous networks are formed, and ever-evolving initiatives take flight. American individualism was once cited as a truly unique trait, or virtue, but times have indeed changed. Whereas we once highlighted the success of an inventor, we now recognized the teams of individuals behind our greatest ideas. Barry Bozeman has written about this new science of team science. Collaboration is king. Composed by Harry Nilsson and recorded by Three Dog Night, one is the loneliest number. Psst, it's Prologue with MR.REVIEW. It's a podcast that is actively digging tons of earth to find an ounce of gold, striving for a more perfect union.